back, guys, to part 2 of our Jeep build series here at Exploration Outfitters. Check out part 1 to see the progress of our new Jeep from the moment we pulled it in stock to where it is now. In this video, we start where we left off, which was day 2 of our build. Here, Justin from Exploration Outfitters is assembling and mounting our new front runner tailgate drop-down table.
They're pretty universal, so they design them since they're in Australia. Doors swing the other way, unlike Land Cruisers and stuff like that. So with the left swinging door, you move them to this side, so they'll slide out the back.
Okay. Very nice. That's an important piece in the kitchen. We're gonna be cooking up some good meals on this thing.
There's an indent there and an indent there. You drill those out to a 5mm pilot hole, and then you'll drill them out to 10mm. You're able to pop all your factory panels back on and then bolt the table through the door.
Really?
They've already got mounts in the door and everything to support the weight of the table and everything.
Wow.
Really can't see it, but there's actually bolt mounts already in the back there.
Yeah.
And the top ones bolt into these 3, and those are all implemented factory from Jeep.
It's really convenient. We then installed the under-rack table bracket. We had the brackets mounted so the table will be accessible from the left side of the Jeep. On Vandy, our other Jeep Wrangler, we designed it so that the table is pulled out from the back. We'll talk more about why we made this decision in an upcoming video. Justin then mounted the front runner axe bracket and shovel mount onto the roof rack.
All right, I'm heading out for a speaking gig in Denver, Colorado, and leaving the Jeep in the hands of the kids and the great team here at Exploration Outfitters. They got it under control. Going to document the whole process, continue to document it, and have some really good videos coming up. And Lando has to go to the bathroom, doesn't he? Let's go, buddy.
So the grill right here is our original Jeep Wrangler grill, and we got it taken off in one of our during our early periods of our YouTube channel when we accepted a bunch of gear from companies we didn't really know anything about, and we put in a black, just plain Angry Birds grill. And at the time we didn't really want to, but we made the promise to, and we felt really obligated. But in one of our recent videos, we asked you guys if we should keep the Angry Birds grill or go back to the original, and everyone said to go to the original, and we always felt that way too. So we look forward to, once our Rubicon build is finished, to get the Wrangler in here and then put the good old original in there. Matches, it's just perfect color, and it's the legendary look of the Jeep. The next step was to remove the factory Jeep batteries and replace them with the new Genesis off-road dual battery system.
Made it. No, this battery is for like the start-stop features and stuff like that. So it keeps like the radio and everything on while the engine shuts down. Ooh, look at that monster. Jenga. Genesis dual battery setup completed, as you can see. We started with removing the factory intake. That allows you room to get to your front bolts. Also lets you move your power steering reservoir. You'll pull the battery, power and ground, obviously lay those aside. You will pull the fuse panel, the TIPM system. It has 4 bolts on the inside. You can see those. So these 4 bolts, they go to the 4 plugs on the bottom of the fuse panel. You undo those, the plugs stay in the box. You'll pull the fuse panel up. lay the 4 plugs over. There is a panel held down by 4 screws. You will pull those. You will remove the secondary battery. That's for your start-stop features and stuff like that. And then you'll have a miscellaneous of roughly 12 bolts holding the tray in, 5 along the back, and there'll be 6 or 7 roughly on the bottom. Remove those, remove the plastic tray. Metal tray will slide in back to the factory location. You'll use 2 of the factory nuts in the back to secure it. You use 2 bolts in the front to secure that. That's all it secures the new Genesis system back in. From there, you'll reuse the factory fuse box lower. It'll have two nuts on the bottom that screw it back into place. All your temp plugs will snap back into place. Fuse panel back on top. 4 bolts, tighten that down. Reinsert your fuse lid, your batteries. If you do have the secondary battery, you have to move the ground to the firewall and the power side to your positive terminal. So it'll no longer have the connections going down to that second battery. Now they moved them both up top. Other than that, reinsert your air intake and the Genesis system will be complete.
After installing the Genesis dual battery system into the Jeep, we then installed the S-Pod Bantam with an HD smart panel.
Mounting it out, and that way the Bantam will be able to bolt to it. And that way the Bantam will be over here, tucked up out of the way, nice and secure. Nothing to worry about.
The next step was one I was most excited for, mounting the KC Lights Pro 6 LED light bar. Pro 6.
There. Cool how they pre-wire all of that so that part's done.
Man, so nice.
Alright, so right now, all the noise in the background, we're fabricating some mounts to go on the front runner rack for the Pro 6, KC's Pro 6 LED light bar we're going to have on our Jeep. This is by far one of my favorite pieces that's going to be going on the Jeep. We've been with all of our friends out west, like Brad from Trail Recon, Marco, American Overland, all the guys out there, they all have those epic KC lights on their vehicle, and it's something that, since we met them, we've all wanted on our Jeeps. So these ones will be going on to the new Rubicon, and hopefully later we'll get some on old Jeep Vandy there, but this is going to be really epic. Alright, good morning guys. It is already day 3. It's crazy how fast everything is going. It's amazing seeing the Jeep getting built out so quickly, while at the same time there's still a ton to do. As you know, yesterday we installed the Genesis dual battery system and we started fabricating mounts for the KC Pro 6 LED light bar to go up on our Jeep. What we have in store today is we need to do a ton of wiring under the Jeep to get everything ready for all that stuff to get wired in and be able to power on. We have all the KC stuff sitting out, as well as the mounts that are just getting painted to get mounted up onto the Jeep. There's going to be a bunch of other work. We were planning to get all of the coils, suspension, winch, and bumper on, but we'll see what we're going to have in store for today, because wiring takes a lot longer than the fun stuff, but it's going to be epic.
The first thing we got to work on day 3 was removing our factory bumper to replace it with the ARB bumper and Warn Xeon 10S winch. After that, we got back to work on our KC lights, first by mounting the KC C2 area floodlights. right now everywhere they're putting on these C2 LED floodlights, KC lights. We've got 2 on the back, 2 on both sides, and then we're gonna have the Pro 6 LED light bar up front. We don't know if this will be our entire time configuration, just because in the back we wanted to have dust lights, and they've got those flex lights in the back, which I think most of our friends are using for them, but we'll see what works best, because the one problem with the 2 in the back may just be that when the wind chill's up, they'll have no use going through there. But I don't know, we'll see. Right now it looks great. Just gotta get everything wired in and test it out.
Then it was finally time to mount the Pro 6 light bar with a custom fabricated mount. Once the lights were mounted, the guys began wiring them into the Jeep and connecting them to the S-Pod control panel inside the Jeep. After a long day in the shop, Mom made a delicious dinner.
I can't believe it's snowing again.